So before we start this video, you can check out the YouTube description below for a write-up by Xantai on the Grim Dawn forums and a link to their dev stream showing a bit more info about the upcoming 1.1.4 patch. I'm going to spend the next few minutes talking about some of the biggest quality of life updates that will be released later this month as part of the 1.1.4 patch. First up, we are getting an Autoloot function. Now this will be toggled off by default and can be turned on in the gameplay tab. This will pick up crafting materials and components. In addition, components will now auto-combine in your inventory. According to Crate, the Combine Components button will still be available on your character screen, but won't serve as much of a purpose anymore. I also wanted to take this moment to point out that they have added a new tab or button in the options for all of these new features under Gameplay and Interface, in lieu of just the General tab, as you can see here in the side-by-side comparison of 1.1.3 and 1.1.4. Next up, we have enemy health bars. Mother of God, is this a beautiful thing. Can we just take a moment to bask in all of its glory? So for newcomers who have never played Grim Dawn, we have always had to use mods for enemy health bars above their heads, but not anymore. So I stole this screenshot from the Crate's dev stream, actually. Here are all the options that we'll have for enabling health bars. Essentially, player health bars and values, monster health bars and values, and monster icons are now all toggleable. So let's talk about monster icons for a second. This is also a new feature. If we look a little closer at the screenshot, you will see a few icons above the enemy heads. These icons will identify what certain enemies are. In this screenshot's case, we can see a skull representing a nemesis boss, and just below him we can see a star, or a pentagram I think it's called, indicating a hero enemy. This is a nice feature as it will help identify and pick out individual NPCs in packs of enemies. In addition to the overhead health bars, we are getting updated enemy target frames as well. Here is a side-by-side comparison of the old versus new enemy target frames. The enemy energy bars are now gone, you may have noticed. According to Crate, they essentially serve no purpose in the first place, so they have been removed. But they look pretty damn nice, I gotta say. Are you a Crucible fan? Because I'm not. But in patch 1.1.4, you will now have the option of selecting your Crucible map instead of having to use third-party mods to do so. Very nice for the Crucible folks out there. So in preparation for the Xbox port of Grim Dawn, the PC users are also seeing some interesting updates. They're going to introduce a DX11 feature called Deferred Rendering under the video options. This will help with maintaining more consistent frame rates during gameplay. It has not been confirmed if this will be released as part of the 1.1.4 patch, but it's worth mentioning. You can also see here that the video options are slightly different now compared to the previous interface. They are making changes to the difficulty smoothness across the entire game as part of the patch to make it feel, well, smoother. As part of this, they are now also giving XP benefits to players who choose to play the game on Veteran mode. This is a 10% XP increase and will scale with other kinds of XP boosts like the Lokar Spoils set, making it actually beneficial to play on Veteran and giving regular players another option to level a character quicker. And now on to the final and honestly most unexpected upcoming update. We will now have a search box at the crafters. Not only will we be able to search for items, but if you need a specific stat, you can search the stat, and any item with that stat will be shown in the crafting interface. Now, not shown in their forum post, but shown in their dev stream, the search option will also be available in your inventory and stash, almost exactly like Path of Exile, which is something I never thought I'd see in this game. Pretty amazing. So that will conclude this video. I think I covered most of the big quality of life updates. There are also going to be balance changes across classes and things like that with this patch. So check out the description below for the forum post, and also the dev stream where I took a bunch of this stuff from. And I will keep the description up to date for when the official patch notes drop. So the patch is not out yet. If you're watching this after July 2019, it probably is already out. It's supposed to be coming out within a week or so. So we'll see how it goes. Enjoy.